Alrighty then, so live. All right, now let me get my phone. Let me jiggles. Let me try to refocus. Focus, camera. I'm way over here now. I'm way over here, camera. Focus right here. Focus. All right, now, wait, camera, focus. Focus on my stupid hand. Stupid hand. All right, ready, camera? Are you focused on my hand? And then focus on me. That's close, right? No. All right. Oh, hey, what's up? What the hell? Let me get past everybody. Oh, 37%. Of course my phone is, right? Training the camera? Yeah, right. It's like training my kids. It doesn't listen to a thing I say. Oh, I'm just telling everybody I'm live right now. Live right now doing the stupid thing. Come enjoy the stupid thing. Boop. There we go. I will post to you on my Facebook. Okay, bro. Hey, bro. And hey, what up? What are you doing? What are you doing? This with a sad face? Penis touching penis, sad face? Is that what you're doing? Sad penis to penis. Make the penis kiss. You know, my buddy 10 Pound, right? That was his battle call. Our when we play video games on the PS4. I'm sinking my fucking chair. I hate this chair. But whenever we play video games, he always says, "Make the penises kiss," and that's like his battle call. It's the weirdest shit. Always kissing penis. See, all right, bro. As I drink tea out of my rainbow unicorn cup. So anyway, today on my let me see if this is done doing dumb shit yet. I was in the middle of doing all kinds of wackadoodle shit. Hang on. Let me close all that shit down. Nope. Oh my god. All right, everybody close. Anyway, so I was in the middle of doing wackadoodle shit. Trying to and my dog's just beating things up. Anyway, I realized something stupid. So I'm compressing files, right? I'm backing up band files from previous video shoots for some of the bands. And I was like, well, I'll drop these all on DVDs, right? Because some of these, the overall files are like, 20 gigabytes big and 17, 18 gigabytes worth of video and things like that. So I'm like, all right, I'll compress them, put them in a zip file, and try to put them on a couple of DVDs. I know nobody uses the DVDs and stuff. It's all on like little floppy drives and shit. I wasn't really thinking about that at the time. I was just seeing about compression. So I compressed them to a zip file that was the same fucking size as the unzipped file. And I'm all, what? That's not how that works. Is that how that works? Because I don't think that's how that works. So I'm completely confused. There we go. I'm confused about zip files at this point. I think they're full of shit. Markers. So this coming 24th, I'm just kind of getting my my do's and my dads diddle-dalled so I can get my space on my computers taken care of and my camera's taken care of. What, Noodles? What's up? So I thought I could compress some stuff. Right, dude? It's like, what? How do you, why would you compress a file and it'd be the same fucking size as the file you just, like, it doesn't even make sense. I don't know how computers work. They're full of voodoo magic, and like they're tiny little black squares with little wires attached to a giant green flat thing. And I'm like, you and your fucking voodoo magic. I don't understand it. So I just crush up the bones of the dead and sprinkle it on it to, hopefully appease the demons inside. I hope that works, because that's all I can do for them, And then I pray to the great electronic gods at night. Yes, I am making Biollante. Thank you very much. However, here's the deal. When I started this, I was painting it and I hate it. So I'm going to doodle it instead. I'm going to doodle over the painting. I just have an idea. I got an idea, because everything I do is experimental, right? So I thought, because I'm not getting the detail work out of it that I really wanted to. This is all glow in the dark, by the way. Future reference there, clown. This is all glow in the dark now. I don't know if I can show you. Do I have a flashlight anywhere? Wait, hold on. I got my phone. Watch this. You ready? Isn't that amazing? My daughter made that happen. Magical, 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 magical. I don't know if it'll glow in the dark here, though. Like, yeah, you can't see shit. But it should glow in the dark. You can't see nothing. Anyway, that's amazing. My daughter did that. She figured that one out. Goddamn kids and technology. So I'm going to doodle Biollante instead over top of this. Just a stupid chair. Just to kind of see. Because I'm much more... I fucking hate this fucking chair. Bye. Bye, everybody. Look, I'm a midget now. Midgets, you can say midget. It's okay. My mom's a midget. So I can say midget. All right? Back to the point. Jesus Christ. Anyway, let's make sure I can see what I'm saying. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and doodle on Biollante here and just see kind of how much more I like it versus the paint job. But the thing is the paint will maintain a detail, right? At least I think that's my plan. Because it does make some kind of sense, Yet it'll allow me, hopefully, to get a little bit more detail out of the whole thing. Again, hoping something along those lines. Overall, Biollante has a kind of a... She has always had kind of a, a plant. Well, she is a plant, but, more of a plant thing going on there. And I know the eyeballs. I'm not sure how I feel about her little eyes. Let me make them a little more squinty if I can. Yeah, that ain't too shabby. That ain't too shabby. You're shrinking. No shit. I hate... I don't know why they make chairs that go all the way down to the fucking floor. Like, why would you do that? Like, do people need to fucking... Are desks made to go to the fucking floor? No. No. I don't know one person that sits at a child's fucking desk except for fucking children. And do children sit in a business fucking chair? No. Is Baby Boss a real fucking thing? Is that movie based on reality? No. I don't think so. But pretty sure no is the answer. And if it is, well then fuck, that's weird, bro. I mean, that's a pretty fucking extreme Disney Pixar fucking mix up there. Like, you guys definitely caught me off guard on that one, Just saying. But see, I wanted to make this a little bit more scratchy and iffy on looks and stuff too. I didn't want it to be such a a smooth paint. I wanted to be very sporadic and broken, like my other paintings, so it would match a lot of my other work. But then it started becoming way too more uniform, that you could tell I was trying too hard to make it more uniformed, and that really bothers me. I'm like, fuck, you know. So I wanted to do something a little different with it. So hence also I'm like, oh, you know what, let me bring in the marker, let me try something a little different, a little bit, you know, just something unique, something strange, to give it that, you know, overall kind of look and feel of something different. You know, that's all. Maybe it would work, maybe it wouldn't. I don't know. We're gonna find out as I go here. Just, you know. And then I'm also gonna probably go back over it a little with paint, and you know, redetail it in a little bit, quite a bit, probably. You know, just to kind of come back over it and see what's up. Oh, but anyway, the point being is I'm trying to get my computers and stuff. I'm cleaning up a little bit. So I was like, you know, I'm gonna compress some things. And, and no, I realize I have no fucking idea what I'm doing, and which is normal for me. Really, my life is all about not having a fucking idea. I'm just kind of stumbling through things and lucking out when I get things accomplished. Oh, but I did discover something amazing on my camera that I knew was there. This is funny because, you know, I'm supposed to be some kind of professional or something, right? But sometimes you don't fuck with things on your equipment for a long time, just because you're like, oh, I don't want to fuck with that setting just in case I screw up. So I didn't for the longest time, until just the other day. And I was like, wait a minute. I can film, you know, 120 seconds per 120 frames per second, yada, 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 which is slow motion. And I'm like, and then I have to slow it down in post. But when I do that, I have this weird, I got to change my frame rate versus, you know, how long the aperture, and, you know, just a bunch of little details and weird things you got to do. Otherwise you get like that, like, see that motion blur, right? It affects that. So when I do that and I slow it down, my frame rates kind of do this weird motion blur thing, and I never liked it. So I really avoided doing like a slow motion thing. My goddamn camera does slow motion on its own. The only dilemma with it is then it's in camera only. So you can't, you know, there's no sound, duh, because then it'd be like, but it is phenomenal visually, beautiful. Oh my God. I was just like, no fucking way. This makes my life so much fucking easier. If I only would have known I had this in camera before. So now I am looking so forward to using that every fucking chance I get. And I'm really glad that I did fuck with that. Like, super, super glad. Because I just didn't realize, you know, and it's a shame I didn't realize. It's a disservice to everybody that I've known up till now. And I apologize greatly for not ever fucking with it until now. So, because it would have definitely been a cool effect to utilize, but better than some of the others that attempting it the other way, which didn't really work. Again, it gave it a weird look, and I didn't like it. I always was like, nope, can't use that. That's garbage. That's trash. And it looks like garbage and trash. And so it definitely improves a lot of creative abilities. So it'll be nice to really play with that in the near future. That's all. And I mean, that's stuff I don't have to tell anybody. Like, I should have just shut my mouth and kept that like a super secret, like, not let anybody know I didn't know that. But like, you know, it's okay. I'm a human being, right? I am a human being. I really am. So with that in mind, I'm not hiding anything. The point I'm making is that you learn as you go, and that's what it's all about. But it's just interesting because I was always like questioning that, because I did see it when I first got my camera and I was playing around with it. You know, I was like, oh fuck yeah, my new camera, because it's an upgraded version of my original camera, my D32, and which I loved. It was great. It's a great camera. I still use it. Yeah, you know, it's my secondary, my B-sides camera. I love it. But you know, it just didn't occur to me to try it, because I didn't realize, I guess, the numbers and stuff that was on that setting. I just it didn't catch me. I was like, oh, I wonder what that does. You know. And I just didn't put 2 and 8 together, you know. And sometimes you need to. Sometimes you just need to push random buttons and hope that your shit doesn't explode. And this time my shit didn't explode. So I was like, awesome. I love it when my shit doesn't explode. You know, it does make my life better. And you're probably asking, have you ever pushed a button and something exploded? Yeah, it has. I've done a lot of things and shit exploded. Very surprisingly. Sometimes on me, sometimes on other people, and sometimes every time. It's always like, wow, I didn't see that one happening. That was a whoops. And sometimes, you know, it's just, yep, gotta take it with how it goes. And sometimes it's fucking hilarious, and sometimes you gotta go to the hospital. A lot of times you gotta go to the hospital, but you know, it's still funny. Life's all about how you take it. You know, you gotta laugh. If you don't laugh about the times you walk into the hospital and present an injury that makes them go, oh, holy fuck, are you really even living? You know, are you even really living? No, that's the way I look at it. I mean, really, you might not be living for long after that. But the point is up until that point, you don't even know what you're doing. You know, you just kind of stumbling around, pretending to do fun stuff. And then you go, oh, shit, I think my fingers are hanging off the side. Oh, God, I'm losing consciousness. Somebody needs to take me to the hospital. Fun story, you know, while I take another sip here. Exploring an abandoned house that had burned down. Found a pitchfork. It wasn't like a regular pitchfork, though. I don't know what the fuck it was. It was like curved. So it had four, well, originally had 4 forks, but one of them was broke off. So it was missing like a fork. Okay. So it was like a 3 like that. And imagine my nails. That's pretty accurate. So it had like forks on it, right? But one of them was broke off. So it only went up to like right there. Anyway, all rusted as fuck. So, you know, tetanus. But it was like a 4-way thing. And then it came down to like the handle part. And the handle was like a stick. So it was kind of like a pitchfork, but it didn't go out. It went curved. So I'm not sure what exactly it was used for. So it was like a pitchfork rake. Anyway. But I really wanted this thing. A tillet? Okay, I don't know what the fuck it's called. So sure, why not? I mean, it was a tillet there. I just don't know if that's true or not. You could have literally said it was a pancake, and I would have had to have agreed with you because I don't know what the fuck it was really called. But so a pancake, I really wanted it, and everybody else was tilling. Yeah, you can keep saying words, bro. It doesn't mean I know what you're saying. I can say 2 things: butterscotch pancake, dipple-dongs. It doesn't mean you know what I'm talking about, bro. You can say tilling and tilled, and you know, you can keep repeating the words. Tiller. See, you're still doing it. It doesn't make it any better. But the point is so I wanted this thing really bad. So I'm sitting here trying my damnedest to get this off the handle, and I couldn't do it. My friends are already like trying to leave and shit. And well, they were leaving. They were in the car, and they were like, "Eric, come on, blah 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 blah." And I'm like, "Man, hold the fuck on," you know. And they knew what I was trying to do. They knew I was trying to get it off there. So I literally positioned it up on a thing, on like some bricks, some boards and shit, and I'm jumping on it to try and break it. When I do, I fall, land into it. It literally goes through my shin, like in the meat, in my calf shin muscle, goes through my leg. And I go, ah, fuck. I do it calmly, mind you now. Keep in mind, when I get really fucking hurt, I'm pretty calm and cool. And it's always made people laugh because they don't understand it. But I'm like, ah, fuck. And they go, you hurt yourself, didn't you? From like, 20 feet away. I'm like, yeah. And I go, I'm pretty sure I need to go to the hospital, guys. So I pull it out. I stumble out. There's blood just pouring out of my leg. And they're like, oh, shit. Okay. So we go to the hospital. And I walk in. I hobble in. Blood's literally just my whole shorts. I had like half cut shorts and they had blood soaked on them. And my boot was covered in blood and blood everywhere. The lady behind the desk couldn't see that, though. So I hobble in. And I'm like, hypothetically speaking, I just put a metal rod through my leg. Do I need a tetanus shot for that? And how much are those? And she goes, you're kidding, right? So I hike my leg up on the desk and blood's just like, blah. And she's like, oh my God, no, wow. Yeah, hold on a minute. Let me get somebody up here. And I was like, no rush. But how much would a tetanus shot be, just hypothetically? And she's like, when was the last time you had one? I was like, I'm not sure, but I figured rusty metal rod through my leg, I might need one. And she's like, oh yeah, you probably do. Let me find out. Like, she went on Panama. I'm like, look, I don't have insurance. I just kind of need to know how much a tetanus shot's gonna be. And she was like, oh, blah blah blah. So they found out that I had just had a tetanus shot a couple of years before that when I broke my arm. And I hobbled right back out the hospital. No worries. Because, I couldn't fucking afford thousands of dollars for them to fucking fuck around in my leg and shit. My leg's all right. Yeah, good job. So that's kind of my injury life all the time. I have a scar. I don't know. You can't really see it probably on camera. I don't know if you can see it. You can kind of, yeah, you can see it right there. Kind of going right there, and it keeps going. You can't really see it that well, but you can see it. You can see it right there. I can't get it to focus. Anyway, I have video, or I have pics of it. Damn it. Yeah, you can see it right there. Now you can see it pretty good right there where it's going down my arm. Anyway, there's a scar that goes down my arm where my wife and I was running through the house and I jumped, caught a nail, and it ripped my arm through to the bone. And she was like, oh, fuck. And we were just playing, But she was like, oh, fuck, are you okay? I says, yeah, I'm fine. Why? I started making it talk to her. I'm like, yeah, I'm okay. And she's like, oh my God, I can see your bones and the fucking like muscles and all that stuff. I'm like, yeah, it's pretty gross, isn't it? And she's like, husband, you need to go to the hospital. I was like, I probably do. I could probably use some stitches. And she was like, oh my God, there's blood everywhere. I'm like, ah! She fucking freaked out and hated it. I didn't go to the hospital. I just took some duct tape and some paper towels and watered them up. It was good. She hates when I do that. But I'm like, no, that's fine. Just, what else? What the fuck are they going to do? What are they going to do? Stitch it up? I could do that. I literally could stitch up my own fucking arm. It's not a big deal. And my wife is just like, no, you can't do that. You got to let them do that. I'm like, no. The only thing they do is they sanitize it. They stitch it up. They send you home, give you some antibiotics. And that's not anything I can't fucking do. Well, I can't support myself with the antibiotics. I'd have to go to the doctor, but I can still do that even, So, what else? But I'm one of those kind of people, But my whole family's like that, like raised in the backwoods, fucking hillbilly fucking gym. You get shot, you just bandage that shit up, hope for the best. Yeah. Wee-haw kind of folk. And surprisingly, my family's lived for a long time. A lot of them have. It's pretty weird. I'm surprised. But they're weird. Yeah, she got like a monkey face going on, Like it's the nose part that gets me. She got like this monkey nose thing. Like, I don't know. It's been bugging me since I did it. Oh, whoops! I fucked that up. Good Lord, Oh, I don't know where that went. Oh, bro. Eee. Whoops. Well, sometimes you live and learn. Sometimes you fuck up and don't know what you're doing, and that's okay. My classic motto is when you fuck up, just keep fucking up until you fuck up so much it's not fucked up no more. And that's how you unfuck things. That's exactly. Shit, I eat moldy bread all the time on accident. My wife's like, oh my God, did you just eat that bread? And I'm like, yeah. She's like, that's no good. That's not been good for like a week. I'm like, then why the fuck didn't you throw it away? If you knew the bread was bad, why the fuck did you just leave it there? What, you go make a sandwich? You're like, ooh, this bread is bad. I better put it back in here and set it right back where it goes. Why? Why would you do that? That makes zero sense. Like, like that doesn't make any sense to do. Like, unless you're trying to poison everybody else. My wife does have a pretty big insurance policy on me though, so. But she knows she ain't gonna be able to get me with food. I eat fucked up, rotten food all the time on accident. Literally, my method for finding out if food's good or not is I offer it to my dog. I'm like, ugh. Wait, what is that supposed to smell like? I'm like, chainsaw face, come here. And she's like, I'm like, try that. And she's all, nom, 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 nom. I'm like, okay, she ate it. I'm good. And then I'll eat it. Because, if I'm going to feed it to my dog, I'll fucking eat it. That's my rule, man, I'm not going to give my dog something I wouldn't eat. That's fucked up, bro. But on the chance that, my dog gets it or gets, sick from it, then, I'm sick with her. It's like a, she gets sick, I'll be sick with her, She's my girl. She's my dog. So. All right, so see, I'm gonna have to come back over this nose part with some more paint, definitely. And again, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna come back through all this with paint and really get down to the nitty-gritty of it when I'm done. It's kind of my plan. So right now, I'm like, all right, let's just do this. Get some shit together, kind of bring it back into a darker feel so I can get my details a little bit darker and creepy. I don't know. See what happens. Me. And then from that, we'll kind of see where it goes, See, she has like these weird, like I said before, like not dorsal plates, but like pine cone head. She's a pine cone head. Pine cone head. So pine cone head. Now, usually, God dang, also want to use magic markers. When I do my magic marker work, I will let my magic marker dry out as I do this, and it will create some really cool effects. However, I'm not doing that this time. I'm just kind of doing my thing, letting it do its thing, So, normally when I do this, and I know you guys are kind of new over here to my craziness that is, I don't fucking even know what I'm doing anymore. But I usually try to engage conversation, right, about modern society issues. So here's one. What the fuck is this guy, this Apu guy? I've seen this all over the fucking internet news today, where the guy who voiced Apu for The Simpsons, right, is apologizing for voicing Apu on The Simpsons because he's a white guy and apparently was hired to voice an Indian, an Indonesian, India, like, thank you, please come again. Oh no, I was being racist just now. Oh. So cancel me culture. But that's the only way I could explain it. That made me feel like, okay, that would be sensible and make sense where people knew exactly what I was talking about. But that wasn't being racist on like purpose. I was just saying the way, so people could understand what I'm saying. But he's apologizing for being racist by just voicing a caricature. Isn't that the definition of fucking acting? To act like somebody you're not? He's an actor. So he's literally doing his fucking job. Am I wrong? Like, voice acting is using your voice to act like different people. So if you are voicing different ethnicities, no more jobs from comedians that do voice impersonations now. Exactly. Like, this has got bigger implications or bigger impact than just that. And here's the other kicker. Say, for instance, I, being a creative individual, I decide to create some kind of an internet cartoon. But I am doing it solo, just me, myself, and I. And because of PC culture, I want to include different ethnic people. Because if I don't, I will be considered a terrible person. So now I'm forced by PC culture to include different ethnic people in the cartoon, or I will be considered raciophobic. Right? So then I do that. But then if I have to voice them because I don't go get a bunch of people, and hey there, Chuck, Biollante and a half shell, huh? Really? Really, bro? You know what? Fuck you. But if I would have thought about that, this whole thing would have taken on a different approach. Damn you for the lateness. But in that, if I was to voice all the caricatures but be white, then I'd be considered like culturally appropriating character voices, and I'd be labeled a terrible person. It's a very hard thing to do. So as a creative person now, you're kind of fucked because nothing you do, you have to now hire people of that color to voice the people of that color on cartoons and shit. But it's okay to pretend to be a woman. I don't know. See, there's these blurry lines everywhere. It's okay to pick and choose your battle if it's for this cause or that purpose, but only this or that. And it doesn't apply to these people or those people. It doesn't apply if you're white or a woman or this or that. Say you're trans and it covers the bases. You're not wrong, Chuck, these days. And that's the thing, though, is if the dude's apologizing for voicing Apu because he's white, that's fucking retarded. And in fact, I posted that on one of the bigger ones. I literally just said the entire world's fucking stupid. That's the only thing I said, because everybody was like a lot of the people were saying like, oh hey, my dad, he's Indian, and we're an Indian family, and we all appreciated Apu's character and da 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 da. And I'm like, a lot of the Indian culture, a lot of the Indian people seem to be reacting positively to the Apu character. So what the fuck is the problem? Like, why? Why is the dude like, oh, I should apologize to every single Indian person for my portrayal of this character, even though I was hired as a voice actor to act my voice as this character, and I did a good job. And here's the other thing. This goes back to if your character is written as somebody from that country, you're going to have that accent. So it's not like defamation of character. It's not like degrading for that people or anything if you're having the accent of those characters, Like if you're from Asian culture, Asian countries, China and Japan and stuff, you're going to have like a Chinese and Japanese accent. So for your character to have those would only make sense. So for people that get mad about that stuff, they're like, oh my God, I can't believe they wrote them like so stereotypical, rah, 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 rah. It's like, but if they're from Japan, they would be more quote unquote stereotypically Japanese, wouldn't they? Like they would be like, hey, this is my culture where I'm from. So they wouldn't just come to America and be American. Hello, I'm from Japan. I love hamburgers. I don't like rice anymore because I'm in America. Ha ha! Beer, boob, and Jesus. You know, Republicans, Trump, 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 we, and things like that. They're not going to just be Americanized. McDonald's is the best. Drink Pepsi or Coke. They're not going to do that. That's not going to be how it works. They're going to still be like, you know, believing the religions over there, Buddhism. They're going to be all about, you know, the rice and eating with chopsticks, and they're going to be culturally fascinated by their culture. You know, it's mind-blowingly weird how, and it's mostly white people that get pissed off about it. Like that I've noticed, it seems to be a lot of white people that get mad about it for these other cultures, and I don't understand that. Like again, with the Apu guy, a lot of the Indian people seem to be saying, hey, we really love the character. We were all glad to see our people being presented, you know, as this character. We were all really happy to see him on TV, etc. So with that in mind, I'm just saying, like, I don't get why he's like, oh, I should apologize to everybody. I'm sorry for the way you know, I'm a white man and we should have more cultural, you know, more culturally accurate people in those positions. Like, shut the fuck up. Just, I get it. We shouldn't whitewash everything. But at the same time, you know, 1 second, I'll read everybody's stuff. Okay. Sorry. As long as you're not a black trans, right?
Hey, Dad.
Wait, what? Well, I'm live right now, so you're gonna have to wait a little bit, sweetie. But I will help you in a few.
Right.
What? It's a magic marker, sweetie. Magic mark? Oh, pencil. There you go, sweet cheese.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Please skedaddle, Kate.
You doing homework?
You don't have to do homework in here, bro.
Yeah.
Probably white people telling them to apologize, just like the BML is mostly white, right? But that's another weird one, where a lot of the imagery I seem to see, and that could be again. Don't worry, Chuck. I'll get to your big long comment in a minute. I haven't read it yet, but on the BML thing, like it could be a social media bias, and it could be bought out to show only images of that, you know, that sways that opinion. I don't know. But I have only seen a lot of pictures where it seems like it's just a lot of angry white people, you know? And I'm like, all right, what are you doing?
What am I doing?
You're making noises. But I have noticed that it does seem like a lot of, you know, black people have said things like, hey, why don't you sit down and shut the fuck up? Because we should be the ones saying that, not you. Thanks for black explaining everything for us. And I'm kind of like, yeah, that's pretty much what I feel like is going on a lot. I think the majority of problems are white liberal Twitter users. No joke, it's effed up way to make themselves the center of attention by saying that white people are bad and racist, and it makes them a victim, thus making them the center of attention. It's weird. Yeah, no, the victim agenda thing, and I do see that too, bro.
Intrusive.
And white people bagging on white people. No, 100%. That's like a thing. It's weird. White people guilt. You know, like people are like, oh, white people are bad. But you're white. It's weird. Oh, you do that.
Hey, where's the black? Did you find the black?
Oh, yeah, I didn't look for it yet. But you do that all the time. You're like, white people are bad. But you're white. You want to comment on that? We're having that conversation right now. You want to jump? A mood? You don't want to jump in on that?
Just look at where's the black? Oh,
I'm not entirely sure. You should just probably use some other color. I really don't know where it's at. Like, I have no idea where it's at. I haven't seen it in a long time. That's why I'm like, I don't know. because last time I wanted to use it, I couldn't find it.
Do you like my new nails?
And yes, your new nails are beautiful.
I'm telling you now.
Oh,
They're
oh,
not
I suppose they're.
And they're not pencil.
But yeah, the victim mentality thing is a big part of what's going on, and it really sucks. So. All right, skedaddle for Kate.
I'm gonna make Oreo balls now.
All right, you
Bye.
make Oreo balls. Bye. But I don't know, man. Like it's been like this big. It is this thing on my mind all day with the Apu thing, because I'm just like, dude, why would you apologize? And I think that makes people bitches. Like if you did it, you did it. Why would you apologize for it? Like why would you need to say I'm sorry for doing this thing? Like okay, if he would have went out and killed people because of his position on that kind of stuff, then sure, yeah, you might need to be like, oh hey, sorry, I was being a dickbag. Oh, absolutely, sure. But he didn't. He played a character on TV because he's an actor. We should call ourselves Illuminated Skin, but we don't like glow. If we did, that'd be cool. Well, I guess I'm kind of glowing right now. Look at this lighting. Oh, she didn't tell Ariana those cookies weren't for... I bet Ariana's been munching on those cookies. I bet Ariana's been munching on them, bro. Nobody told her they weren't for... You know what I mean? Anyway.
Yeah,
Hello, son. I'm live. What's up?
that was awesome.
Okay, good. Yay. And you're back before 8. Good job.
You're welcome. I have an 8 and everything.
I know. Good job. We will talk about it shortly when I'm not live.
Okay, Jesus.
No, not Jesus.
Just because everyone else keeps coming in.
I'm not mad. I'm not taking it on you. I was saying good job. I'm glad you came back before 8. Congratulations. But, I mean, do you really want to spill the beans while I'm live? Exactly. So why would I be like, let's not talk and you stand here? Instead, I'd be like, all right, let's talk about this later. See? I'm not mad. I'm not being aggressive. I'm just saying, like, good job. But we'll talk about it here in a few, you know? Hey, go get your water.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that.
You drink that water. I don't want to see another wasted one.
This is there, the water.
I don't care. There's one on the front porch from yesterday, too.
That was from like a month ago.
No, it wasn't. It was one for you yesterday when you mowed the yard.
No,
Yes. Is that thunder?
it's raining.
It's not raining yet.
Oh, yeah, but it's about to.
Anyway, heard someone say we should be illuminated skins. Yeah, if we glue in the dark, that would be cool, though. It would solve a lot of problems, like when I go to pee in the night. I'd be like, oh, I can see where I'm going. Yay. Actually, I leave Christmas lights on. Well, I just recently turned them off. But for the most part, I used to have Christmas lights on the stairs that I would keep on. But do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. But I don't think people should apologize. Robert Downey Jr. Playing a black guy in Tropical Thunder was hilarious. Correct. And it's funny because a lot of people are mad about that and have brought that up. But if he apologizes, I'll lose all respect for him. 100%. The thing is when you do something like that, you cannot apologize for it. It's done. I mean, picking and choosing. Right. You can't apologize for doing things like that, though, when you do them. Like, I get it. The culture is what's making these people apologize. Not their good conscience. That's why I say you can't apologize for it. It's not them having a conscientious moment where they're like, oh my God, I feel bad for doing that. No, they don't. They don't feel bad at all. They're just afraid of getting their career shut down. They're afraid of cancel culture crushing them under their boot and them not having a job anymore. So they say, oh, I need to apologize. I'm so sorry. I shouldn't have done that. I should have been more thoughtful. I should have, whatever. No, they shouldn't have. They did what they did. They chose their choice. They should just be like, yeah, it was fucking funny. I did it. And so what? So what? Was the intention hateful? Was it ill-willed, and was it with mean purpose? If not, then don't apologize. His portrayal of Apu was not malicious. It was not to degrade the people of India. So what's there to apologize for? It doesn't make sense. What is there to apologize for? Because he was doing his job? Okay, so you know what, guy that works at McDonald's, you better fucking apologize to me for taking my order. You did a good job, bro, but apologize to me. Apologize just for talking to me. That doesn't make sense. You know, it's kind of fucking stupid. So just put it into perspective of the world. The world's fucking dumb. And none of this is making any sense anymore. Like, none of it. Again, if he... Oh, thunder. If he would have killed somebody or hurt somebody, the only reason why for the apology is the culture we live in now. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. He should apologize for that Godzilla movie he was in. Right. Other than that, yeah. And voiceovers have been around for ages. Exactly. It's like nobody's been to a Valero. None of these are mean-spirited. That's what I'm saying, though, guys. Like, the apology is only because of fear of losing more work. His apology isn't because he sincerely believes he needs to apologize or he hurt people, because he didn't. He didn't hurt anybody. And again, if you read the comments, these people are saying, we loved Apu. Apu represented our culture in modern American, you know, in one of the biggest cartoons ever, one of the longest running shows ever, you know. And they were like, it was great. We loved Apu. He's saying, oh, well, I'm white and we should have cultural, you know, the actual people of that culture representing that character. Again, voice acting, acting with your voice as a different character. It's fine. That should be fine. The best person for the job is who should get that job. If he makes the best Apu, he should be Apu. If they get an Indonesian gentleman to play Apu, and the character then becomes flat, soulless, the character no longer feels like he's alive on the screen, they just killed that character. And an entire culture will then feel misrepresented. They will then feel like their character has died. And that's terrible. Whereas the guy who breathed life into it and said, look at this guy on this cartoon screen. It has brought joy to these people because they feel represented on TV now. But it won't matter anymore because he's white. I mean, he's a terrible person because he's white. Terrible man. Because he's trying to represent a culture that he's not a part of. Even though he could potentially be the better Apu than a guy from India. Because his inflections of his voice, his enunciations, his overall presentation, you know, that's what you got to think about. The better person for the job is the one who needs to get it, not because they're of that color. It's just of me to say, I'm sure, oh God, you know. If the Simpsons can get attacked, why doesn't South Park and Family Guy get a lot more? Family Guy did, dude. Did you not know about that? Family Guy did. First Apu. What's next? The guy from Short Circuit? I have no idea what you mean by that, unless you mean the robot. In which case, they can't get a real robot to play the robot because the robot plays the robot. And everybody knows the robot was white.
I have to itch my butt.
And my daughter just said I have to itch my butt.
Okay.
And no, the guy from Cleveland Brown is no longer white, dude. They made a big deal about that. That whole thing's going to shit too. Robotist, yeah. Next, Mel Blanc is ousted for being a rabbitist. It's 7:49, sweetie. But see, that's the whole thing, man. Is it's the whole culture now is a downhill slope. The Indian guy in the movie was a white guy, total brown face. Really? I don't remember the Indian guy. Dude, I haven't seen Short Circuit since probably 1988 when it came out. You know, kind of crap. But that's the thing about Hollywood. Everybody bitches and complains because they whitewash characters. And then when, like, okay, like Ghost in the Shell is my go-to movie. Everybody bitches at what they whitewashed it. I do believe that movie could have been better. Different casting, sure. Obviously, they went with who they went with for star power and obvious reasons, sex appeal, you know, because they wanted the money. The controversy followed. They got a whitewash. Oh, whitewash. So I get that. I do understand the representation needs to happen here and there. You know, if a movie, let's say, takes place in Germany, right? Can you imagine if Robin Williams was still around? Half his comedy is doing accents. Oh, I know. That was what was said earlier, is that there's no place for comedians, you know, that do impressions. Comedy's already died. There's very few comedians anymore that can actually do their bits because of this whole thing. And comedy itself is getting worse and worse. And if you look at a lot of the rise of female comedians, and I'm not meaning this against women, but a lot of the female comedians are feminists, and they're not funny because they're concentrating only on feminist like things. So they're not really talking about like funny stuff. They're just kind of talking about how much they hate men, and it's not funny. It's just like attacks, and it's weird. So like now comedians, male comedians, are getting more and more like, we can't really talk about some of the women jokes because that makes us now look like these bad guys. And it's just gotten weird. There's a few of them that don't give a fuck, and they're still funny as shit. But a lot of them are just becoming reserved out of fear. It's weird. And yeah, I know my Unicorn Cup is great. I think it's more sinister propaganda making white culture a race. The bad guys, they put races above others so they can race us against whites. Just saying. Karen comedy is not funny. They're just angry. Exactly. And honestly, you know, not to sound like one of those guys, it does legitimately seem like there is a huge race attack against white people. Oh my God, I'm one of those, right? It is weird though. Like a Louis C.K., I mean, you can't masturbate anymore, poor comedians, right? I mean, you just can't just whip it out and go to town, right? Like,
Dad, can I have the TV back now?
who's up there on it?
Anna. She took it from me.
Doing what?
Watching stuff when she's grounded.
Oh, shit. Yeah, no, go tell her she's supposed to be watching stuff. She's grounded.
Anna, you ain't supposed to be watching stuff. You're grounded.
But the thing about it is this. It sucks because equality doesn't mean equality. It means revenge. And I know that that's a harsh thing to say, but it's true. A lot of the time, it doesn't seem like people want equal rights. It just seems like they want a reverse of power or and I understand why. I totally, yes, I did. God dang. Share. I totally understand why they would want that. But the kicker is, oh my God, kids. Yes, you're supposed to be grounded. You're not supposed to be watching TV.
Yeah, Mom never said that.
I'm pretty positive that that's supposed to be part of it.
No. Yeah.
Until your mom says otherwise, yeah.
When I was
So
grounded,
tonight, we will ask her. Got it? Okay? That's it. I don't know better, so I'm not going to have your mom's wrath upon me. That's all. I didn't think about that until just a minute ago. Anyway. Aren't whites mostly European anyway? I guess so. I don't know. But anyway, all in all, it does seem like there has been a lot of bizarre anti-white stuff. And I do get it where black people a lot are like, oh, well, white people have been in power. Rich people have been in power. This goes back to the classist thing. And I bitch about this all the time. And I don't want to get into this argument again. I was really just curious about the Apu thing and why that was a thing. But The classist war is the problem. It's not white. Damn French. No, for real. The fucking French. And English people, bro. It's English people. I should be doodling. But I get on this rant and I'm like, I should stop doodling and rant. But as far as it goes, the goddamn French, bro. Goddamn French. French fries. That's the only thing they gave us that was good. Fucking French fries. But my wife was like, you know, French fries aren't from France. I'm like, I spit on you. Oh, we French fries. You know? And so with that in mind, it is the class war. That's really where this whole thing derives from. Period. And the thing is the agenda being pushed where it's no longer about equality, because equality would be great if everybody was just fucking equal. But if everybody was equal, we wouldn't fight. We wouldn't hate each other. You know, if we really were equal and we looked at each other as brother and sister, we wouldn't fucking fight. And the people above that have all this money, they just sprinkle like salt upon the meal that is us before they feast on the destruction that we are, you know, and the fucking joke that we are. They wouldn't have anything. There'd be nothing. We would notice them. We'd be like, oh, hey, we're harmonized. We're all one. We're good. Oh, hey, look at those. So they can't do that. So instead of promoting equality, the word equality doesn't mean equal. It means let's just flip that. All these rich white people in charge. Well, hey, by the way, that white person over there, they own a house. Fuck them. They own a house and you don't. Look at that. Okay, well, why? How? What was the difference in you guys' lives? There's a whole bunch involved. Hell, I own a house. Me and my wife own this house. Why? Because we got fucking, I wouldn't say lucky. Like the house is in dire repair and it's still kind of falling the fuck apart and takes way more. Goodbye, child. It takes way more than it's probably worth to fix up. And, you know, we are going to one day fix it up. So you know what I mean? And that's the thing. It's just a big mess. And they know it's a big mess. And as long as we are full of confusion about what the mess really is, then again, we're never going to worry about what's above. We're just going to be worried about what's right around us. But we all know that. We're not dumb. But everybody on a mass scale is dumb. That's the problem. Group, mob mentality, mass mentality. Individually, we all know this. Individually, we're smart. In these little groups, we're fine. Get on a big mass scale, and everybody's just this. That meme's funny. That meme says political things. Yeah, it's right. And then everybody catches that plague, and everybody's just, you know, and it's a mess. It's just a big old fucking floppy woppy wop jop mess. And I'm just making up random words now because I don't even know what's going on anymore. You know? And it sucks. But my point is of all this is don't apologize for any of it. Just own your thoughts, bro. You made Apu a great character that everybody fucking loved. Why are you fucking sorry? Why? What is there to be sorry about? Someone told me it must be true mentality. Someone told me so it must be true mentality. Exactly. But just don't be sorry for the way you think. Don't be sorry for the way you are. Don't be sorry for the things you do. Just own up and be like, I did it. Was it a good idea? Was it a bad idea? Did it hurt people? Was it meant to be evil and hateful? What was the intentions behind it? Go from there. If your intentions were hateful, sure, then you're an asshole. Then maybe you can come back and be like, you know, okay, you know what? When I was young, when I was in high school, I was a dickbag to a few people. I don't care if it's hailing, guys. Woo, it's so exciting. It's hail in the summertime. But I was a dickbag. I was an LD English.
Hailing tiny cheese balls.
Good, I get it. It's hailing. Tiny cheese balls. Now that's something different. Anyway, so I was in high school in LD English because I'm dumb. So I have learning disabilities. Well, there was a guy, I'm not going to coddle people's insecurities. Exactly. Don't fucking do that. You're not responsible for their feelings. You're not responsible for how they take things. You're not. You're responsible for how you are, how you react, how you take things, and how you understand the world. You're not responsible for them. That's it. That's on them. But everybody nowadays goes, no, you have to be responsible for everybody else's feelings. Yep, you do. No, fuck, I don't. I don't give a fuck about anybody's feelings. I don't give a fuck about anybody you guys' feelings. Sorry. You guys feel how you feel according to what I say, because of how you were raised, according to how mentally you are able to handle it, etc., etc. Will I treat you with respect? Yes, I will. Until you don't treat me with respect. That's how it works. But I don't expect you guys to coddle my fucking feelings either. If I do something fucking retarded, I expect you guys to be like, dude, you're fucking stupid. I don't agree with this. You're a fucking idiot. And I can handle that. That's the difference. I can fucking handle it. A lot of these people today can't handle it. You say, dude, you're a fucking idiot. Here's what I think. And they go, what? You attacked me. And then they're like screaming all kinds of fucked up shit. And you're just like, dude, calm the fuck down. I just disagreed. Here's why. But if you disagree, then you're a fucking terrible person. It's like, no, I just have my own fucking opinion. Fuck you. I've gotten to the point now where I just unfollow everybody and block people and just, I'm done with all the drama. I'm just like, nope, I don't need this shit in my life. You're a fucking idiot. I don't need to see your stupid shit. I say no stupid shit. I don't need other people's stupid shit. But the thing is, we're not responsible for each other's shit. We're not. Don't apologize for who you are. Just be who you really fucking are. You know? Again, that dude, you know, he brought joy to a lot of Indonesian people for having that character. I don't see why he should apologize. I think he did a good thing. If you have ill intentions, then you're a douchebag. Oh, when I was in high school in LD English, I was kind of a dickbag to a guy. Okay. A really nice guy, you know. I just was one day, there was another guy in there. I'm not going to name names because I know both of them still. But there was another dude that was in there and he was kind of being a dick. And for some weird reason, I was just going to be a dick too. So he hid this kid's book bag up in the ceiling. And I knew where it was at. And we were both laughing. And this kid lost his fucking mind. Pissed. He knew where it was at. But he was pissed. And he was screaming and knocking shit around. And we were just laughing it up like a couple of dicks. We never told. And hours went by throughout the school day. And I guess finally, I don't remember if one of us told or what. I don't remember. But he found it or whatever. But, you know, that always stuck with me. Years. We're talking high school. 20 fucking years go by, right? And I see that kid, that dude that we hid his book bag, working at McDonald's. And I'm like, bro, I am so fucking sorry. I am so fucking sorry for being a dick to you back in the day. You know, sincerely as fuck I could. I really, 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 really apologized to him. And I don't know if he remembered that situation. I don't remember, or I mean, I don't know if he remembered that situation. Or if he even knew what I was talking about. I didn't bring up the specifics. I just sincerely apologized to him for being a dick. You know, and, you know, I said, dude, you don't have to forgive me. I just want you to know that I'm sorry, you know, because my intentions were to be a dick. So, yeah, I had reason to apologize, you know, and I didn't see him for 20 fucking years. And then I see him one day and I'm like, oh, my God, bro, you know, and I may never have gotten that chance again, you know? And yeah, it's starting to storm here. But I may not have ever gotten that chance again to tell him I was sorry. So I thought I'll take this opportunity right now, you know, because it always stuck with me. Like I said, for 20 fucking years, I thought about that. I don't know why, but it always stuck in my head of just how big of a douchebag I was. And I was like, you know, I just need to say, I'm sorry, dude. That makes sense. But to just voice a character and bring joy to a bunch of people and then be like, oh, I'm sorry I did that. You're a fucking idiot. You're obviously doing that. Oh, there's something. You're obviously doing that for the PC culture. So shut the fuck up. I lost all respect for that dude. I really did. You know, that's what I said. If Robert Downey Jr. comes out and goes, hey, I'm sorry for Tropic Thunder. I'm sorry for being, you know, the black dude. I'm going to fucking hate him. I'll lose all respect for him and he can fuck himself. Don't apologize. If you did it and it, you know, you did it. Now this blackface thing, if you're doing it, back in the day, there's a lot of people who did it. I fucking hate this chair. A lot of people who did it to be dickbags, you know. But like on Halloween, if let's say LeBron James is your fucking idol and you want to grow up and be just like LeBron James, right? And let's say you're a little kid. Let's say you're just a little kid, 8, 9 years old or something, and you want to be LeBron James for fucking Halloween. Where's that line drawn? You know? Is it okay for the kid to be brown? Or is that fucked up? Because the kid's intention is pure-hearted as fuck. To pay homage to their fucking idol. You know what I mean? They have no ill will, no ill intentions, no malicious thoughts whatsoever of blackface. They just want to be as close to actually being their idol as they can be for one night. You know? And they would be so joyous just to be like, I'm LeBron James. You know what I mean? So would that be... See, like, weird little things like that pop in my brain. I'm like, I don't see anything wrong with that. I think, if anything, yeah, that kid should be okay with... It should be okay to let the kid do that. Because then they feel... I'm like, yeah, I'm LeBron James. You know? I want to be Shaft when I was a kid. Coolest motherfucker ever. I still want to be Shaft. Yeah, but see, here's the deal. If you dressed up as Shaft for Halloween, right? And you didn't go as a black person, nobody would know who the fuck you were. You know what I mean? Like, nobody would know who the fuck you were. They'd be like, oh, you're some white guy with a mustache? Mario? Are you Mario? I don't know what you are. I don't know what you're supposed to be. You're like, I'm Shaft. They'd be like, what? You're not a black dude, no. But if you did go as a black dude, woo, you would be the next fucking big thing, meme, and you'd be attacked, and everybody would come down on you. It'd be hell to pay, dude. And that's what I'm saying. It's fucked up that we're in that big of a situation, you know, where it's just like, why are we that so uppity up about all this shit? You know? I just realized I don't doodle at all. I just talk. I should just make it a ranting show. Chuck, I should get you on here, and you and me should just rant about stuff. We should get Clown back, you know. And what if a black person wants to go all black trench coat cosplay Columbine? It wouldn't be good. If a black person wanted to go with Casper. But here's the thing, okay? It's acceptable for black people to go whiteface. Okay? That's not racist. All right? And according to my wife, black people can't be racist. Now, according to my black friends, black people can be racist as fuck. So my wife's white, by the way. Well, she's a green. She's Italian. But my wife is white. My black friends are black. My black friends say, oh, fuck no, black people can totally be racist as fuck, bro. But my white wife says, no, black people can't be racist because systemic racism. Black people don't have the power to be racist. I tell my wife, shut the fuck up. That's the stupidest shit I've ever fucking heard. Racism, by definition, is to hate somebody for their race. So, no. That's literally what racism is. I met some black racists. I got called a white N-word once, right? No, I mean, it's a real thing. Racism is racism. There's no such thing as reverse racism. You felt proud in that moment. There's no such thing as reverse racism. Racism is racism. That's just a thing. If you hate somebody because of their race, that's racism. There's no fucking difference if you're hating, you know, a white person or hating a black person or hating a Chinese person or hating anything. If you hate somebody because they are a different race than you, that is the definition of fucking racism. Period. It's not a question of power or systemic this or do that. It's fucking racism. Period. And you know, you can call it a million different fucking things, but a rose by any other name still fucking jabs you with those goddamn thumbs. And fuck gypsies. Gypsies are all trash. But we talk about that there, Chuck. We ended fuck gypsies. Fucking gypsies. That's for different reasons. Now, as far as it goes, I think racism is dumb. I think hating anybody just because they're different than you is pretty dumb. I'm pretty fucking different than a lot of people. Oh yeah, you can totally hate gypsies. Gypsies aren't even people. Wait, didn't like Hitler say that or something? Hitler was like, no, Hitler said Jews aren't even real people. And then like, I think he hated gypsies too though, didn't he? I think there was like Hitler hated like gay people and like Jewish people. And I think like gypsies were in there or something. I don't know where gypsies come from. They're like Romanian or something, aren't they? I don't know. Broken clock man. Chuck, are you having a stroke? Do you need to call 911, bro? I don't know what's happening. But racism was... I hate this chair because I'm like, I gotta reach way up here. It's right twice a day. Oh, yeah. I got you. So, you know, Hitler hating gypsies is at least at least one thing it got, right? Fucking gypsies. Gypsies will stab you for like $1, dude. For real. They are crazy. Would you stop? Oh my God. Now it's not funny. I'm sorry. Had to explain it so it's not funny. Jaeger robot. I was thinking the Jaeger robot. Why would you pay them to stab you? Sean, have you ever met a gypsy? Let me just tell you a story about gypsies. You can't pay them $1 to stab you. They'll just stab you for free. And then they take the $1 as a donation to the gypsy stabbing culture or council. That's how that works. Trust me. They're like, thank you for being a part of our stabbing convention. We will now take this $1 as payment. So, what up, sweetie? What you need?
Hi. Hello.
Hello. What's up?
Can I show the camera my new nails?
Yes. Look at my daughter's new nails. They are fabulous. Fabtasculous.
They can see it on that camera too.
Well, that's the same camera. So it's the same thing. It just looks different for some weird reason.
That camera?
Yep. It's all that camera right there.
Nail. All right.
Thank you. Thank you. Yes, you got my phone. It needs. Yeah, because you just saw how much it needs plugged in. Oh my God, where's my phone?
Ow.
Apparently, my phone's what is it? The assist, my Google, whatever, right? Apparently, I said in the summertime, and it said, "Let me help you find that on the internet." Apparently, I said in the summertime, and it said, "Let me help you find that on the internet," and it found Mungo Jerry. Look that up, guys. Mungo Jerry. Apparently, that's in the summertime original. That's what my phone looked up for me when I said in the summertime, which I didn't say, I don't believe. But thanks a lot, phone, for being a dildo. And I don't remember where I was at talking. I just rant. What else is new for me, right? Chuck, you know. Chuck knows. Chuck knows everything. By the way, Chuck, weird thing. Clown asked me to sing happy birthday to his girlfriend. Stupid Terminator Apocalypse. But Chuck asked me, future reference, we do have really bad storms coming through right now, so if I just lose signal, sorry, everybody. But yeah, Clown asked me to sing his girlfriend happy birthday. So I did it in a really weird way. But I'm surprised he hasn't, like, loaded that up yet or anything. Just to be weird. But if he doesn't, man, I'm going to have to, just because it's funny and awkward. And again, it was really awkward doing it. So, you've been cutting in and out. Yeah, it's the storms, dude. I'll probably lose everybody here soon. Started calling him the cell dweller. Who, me or Clown? And everybody else is like, who's Clown? Well, Clown's a buddy of ours that plays on the PlayStation with us. So just so you who don't know, now know, kind of. Wes. Oh, okay. Why you started calling him the cell dweller? From the movie or something else happened that I'm not aware of yet until maybe next time I get on. Oh, he lives in their basement. Oh, yeah, that's a good point. True that. That's it. Well, yeah, that makes sense. You know. Oh, there's nobody on my Facebook. I'm gonna go ahead and kill my Facebook. Bye, everybody on Facebook that's not even giving a shit. I don't even know why I care. Boop. And now that way, maybe that'll help, and maybe that'll help my my shit over here a little better is what I'm thinking. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know if my internet's gonna crash or not. Let me just kill my Facebook. There we go. Anyway. And now I'm just kind of scratching in some details a little bit and just kind of doodling, seeing what all comes out of it a little bit. Don't really know where I want to go with a lot of that because, again, I'm going to come back with some paint and kind of play with it a little bit more. Again, I'm just testing. I'm just playing around here now. I'm like, I painted it. Now I'm going to play with the weird colors and stuff and be like, oh, yeah, look at this. And do some... Oh, I know what I'm going to do here. Yeah, check this out. Oh, I got this one figured out. I'm going to really darken her face area, right? And then that way, it'll look like her face is kind of coming out of the darkness a little bit, a lot of it. And then I got an idea. I just got an idea. We'll see. And then I'll make that glow-in-the-dark paint hopefully really pop when it needs to. Maybe a little bit. I don't know. Maybe it won't work. I don't know. I should have got a little detailed pen for this also, which I may end up doing after I paint it a little bit more. And it'll be cool. And anyway, Chuck, hey, you know what, buddy? If you guys are on, if you're on here in a few, I don't know if my internet will be able to handle it while the storm's going, but I thought about jumping on a little bit. Again, I don't know if the internet would handle it during the storm, but if it does, then I'm totally going to be on and play a little bit, maybe. I just unwind, dude. I've had like a weird, my brain's not been functioning properly the past few days. It's been really awkward having a moment, and so a little unwind time, just fucking off might help. Haven't really been on the past couple of days, sure, only a few hours. I know, man, it's getting kind of late, but like I said, I don't know, been kind of, yeah. See, I kind of like how this is looking, though, with the magic marker combination of paint and magic marker. Like, I think it'll be kind of cool, I think it might give it a unique effect. Maybe. It just depends, I guess, on how it's working. It's the 5G. The 5G working on this or the 5G working on there? But yes. She's a little skinnier than normal because normally Biollante's the brains. Oh, well, again, dude, I have like migraines and stuff. I've had them since I was a little kid. My brain swells. All kinds of bad mojo happens from it. The face looks awesome. Thanks, man. It's all right. It has its parts that I'm kind of like, but it's doing a thing. 5G Biollante, doesn't that cause COVID? I think that was the recent study. They found that out, but not too shabby. It's all right. I think this side could have been a little bigger, a little wider, because she was always a little plump. She's a little thick with a triple C, but that's all right. You know, I'll handle it. She'll be all right. You know, it'll be all good. So, but yeah, as far as it goes, I don't know, dude. My brain's been fuzzy and doing some weird shit, and the problem is, man, like, I get overwhelmed. Sound, I get very flustered, and too much noise and too much activity causes my brain to kind of like hyper and go nuts, and then it just shuts down. It does some weird stuff, dude. It doesn't matter. So I've just been kind of gradually going that way, but I kind of COVID-lanty. I live in a circus. It's understandable. Thanks, dude. You know, yeah, you do know. It's just non-stop circus here. And yeah, dude, what's up? I know you messaged. I saw that earlier, and I meant to respond to it, but I kind of thought that if I did a live, you might pop in. And I'd just be like, dude, I'm all right. It's just past few days I've been kind of overwhelmed and not anywhere, you know. So, and it kind of sucks because, you know, I got friends, and I do have friends. Mom. I'm just kidding. But you know, having friends and stuff, and you know, people are worried here and there and check on you and stuff, which I appreciate. But you don't want to make people think you're dead or nothing. And with me, fuck, sometimes I wonder if I'm dead. I'm like, Jesus Christ, my brain, fuck, oh, I can't move my legs today. Well, fuck me, you know, like, so you never know. And some of the shit that's been going on with me lately is really stupid. So, you know, I'm kind of worried about some stuff, just being honest. You know, a little bit concerned about some of the things that have been happening. Because you never know. You never know. My parents said that all races can be racist. Yeah, they can. You know, just to, again, back on that, you know, yeah, all races can be racist, bro. And that's just the thing. And again, like I said, my black friends, they're like, oh no, black people can be totally racist. And then my wife's like, nah, they can't. I'm like, wife, you're black explaining things? Let my black friends literally say, no, black people can be racist. It's like, wife, stop it. Fuck me, it's a leprechaun. My mom? Our cells are constantly changing. So in theory, we are in constant state of death. I should get my goth makeup on. You really should, Chuck. You really should. Dude, Japanese peeps, super racist. Again, I didn't know Japanese people were racist. They are very racist against black people. And I watched a movie called Meatball Machine. First of all, Chuck, I don't know if you've ever seen Meatball Machine or not. There's actually Meatball Machine, and now there's Meatball Machine 2. But Meatball Machine, phenomenally crazy film. And there's a short that they have on there. So black people being racist is kind of xenophobia. Is it kind of xenophobia? I mean, anybody being racist is kind of xenophobic, you know? I do think. I have not. Oh my God, let me tell you, sister. Phenomenal movie. Japanese over-the-top craziness. At its best, okay? It is nuts. Okay, first of all, there's like Machine Girl. I won't go into all of it, but there's the couple of guys that did the effects for like a bunch of different things. Tokyo Gore Police, they also worked on that, the Meatball Machine movies, all that stuff. So it's all this over the top, crazy, monster arms, kind of shit. But their short had a very racist interpretation of black people, one of the characters. And I was all, wow. Well, the movie did too. But in the short, it definitely played on that. And like very stereotypical of what you do, and I was like, wow, that is really fucking racist, man. And I was thinking like, that's weird. And then come to find out, later on, I watched a documentary and a few other things on racism across over in Japan and in Asian cultures. And quite a bit of the Asian culture is racist against black people. And I mean, they're racist against Japanese against Chinese and, Koreans against, I mean, that there too. But I'm saying like against like our cultures, like white people, they're very fascinated with. I can't get into the whole Japanese schoolgirl thing they have going on over there. It makes me uncomfortable. Those movies tend to highlight that. Machine Girl, that's the front cover is the chick, but I wouldn't say it highlights that. And also Meatball Machine does not at all. It has nothing to do with that, like at all. Neither one of them do. It has to do with aliens that invade people and then turn them into robotic death machines that they then battle each other, and then the loser gets eaten by the winner. So, anyway, I watched the documentaries and stuff, and I was like, oh, wow. But it ends up being they're kind of racist. A lot of them are afraid of black people and things, because black people are very flamboyantly loud and like move a lot. They're very like, hey, what's up? Blah, 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 blah. They talk, and a lot of Asian cultured people, they're very conservative, or not conservative, but they're reserved. They're very meek. They're very timid people, so to speak. They're quieter. They're, just like, yes, hello. So that burst of energy freaks them out. So a lot of them are just kind of like that way, but there is a lot of fascination too from certain people of that kind of thing. So it kind of is a weird thing. It's almost like a fetish in some of their culture, like in a weird way. So I don't know if that would be considered like a racist thing, but like some of the girls are like, ooh, black people, yeah, black guys, ooh, yeah, just only black guys. So it becomes like fetishized, and I find that to be awkward. I'm like, so they're fetishing like black dudes, like only. So that's kind of weird because then it becomes like a fetish, like, I guess that's a thing. But for the majority, they're racist as fuck. So, but they are like super fascinated with white people. Like white people, they'll become like your best friends, like just because you're white. And they think that's really cool. Now, here's the weird part. That doesn't make us racist. You know what I mean? Like, if you took a white person or a black person, you put them over in Japan, they would all be attracted to the white person before the black person. That's kind of fucked up. But it's like not my fault, But yet, it would seem that way. Black people, generally speaking, I don't know. I don't want to talk for them, but I got an assumption they'd be like, fucking white person, like they'd be like, fuck that guy. I would assume. But also, you got to put into perspective, like the American cinema and things of that nature have painted over time. There's a lot of gangbanger movies and things like that. So, if you're seeing that stuff a lot too, it causes a negative reaction. So you're white, so it's your fault. And that's accurate. Mandingo, if you've seen that movie, I've seen that movie. It's called Mandingo. Mandingo? I've heard something like Mandingo. Oh my God, I'm not doing one. But Mandingo, that sounds familiar for some reason, Chuck, but why? Have we made fun of that before? Have we talked about that before? Is that a thing I should know about? Bruh, help me out, bruh. Black people are more commonly villains. Yes, and that was what I was saying. Like in the stereotypical movie sequences, or and that's the other thing. Like Germans are villains always, but Germans are the easy villain because of Nazis. Do I take offense to that for my heritage? No, I understand that it's an easy out. You look at the Germans and you go, oh, they were Nazis, so Nazis. German guys are the bad guys, or Russians are the bad guys. Plantation exploitation film from the 70s. Okay, Mandingo. Yeah, it was something like that. I remember hearing Mandingo before. I'm thinking of the plant of the mushroom movie. No, the mushroom movie, Mandingo. What am I thinking of? No, Mandingo. Dude, okay, there's a mushroom movie about mushroom people. You often play a Russian on absurd TV. Wait, hold on. What is the mushroom people movie? Come on, guys. It's an old. There's like a mushroom. There's like mushroom. I swear to God, it's Mandingo, dude. They're like, I think it's like there's like air balloons or something where they wear air balloons so they don't sink in the muck in the ocean because they're like on a ship. And they go into this like mysterious fogged islandy thing or something, and they all have to wear these basically like giant snowshoes and wear balloons so they don't sink in the muck. What up?
Does Mom have work tonight?
Yes.
Shouldn't she be up by now?
No, yes. Do you have chocolate around your mouth?
Yeah.
Are you eating Oreos?
Yeah.
Seraphim is going to kill you.
She let me. I'm making them with her.
Oh, okay. Yeah. You might go check on her.
Okay.
Thanks. Mandingo, Matango. That's what I'm thinking of, Matango. Sorry. I'm all, Mandingo. It's a movie about mushroom people. It's like, no, bro, I think that's a racist movie about plantation thing going on. I'm like, no, mushroom people with balloons and a boat. And you're like, no, I'm thinking it was a black exploitation film. Mushroom people. Yeah, Matango. That's what it was. Sorry. Hey, they're close, okay? Think about that for a second, all right? I was close. So don't harp on me on that one too much, guys. Matango, Mandingo. So I knew what I was talking about. Mushroom people. I just am hard on words, bro. I knew one of you two, though, because you guys are both movie nuts. So I didn't think it was Mantango or Mandingo because, well, that might be broke. But I knew Chuck, since Chuck was saying it was a black exploitation film. Chuck knew what he was talking about there. So I figured somebody would know. Now, cool. Mandingo, though, would be cool to see like a man and a dingo combined. Maybe I should redo that and make a man-dingo. And then people would be like, is he redoing like the old black exploitation thing? And it would just be like a man-dog hybrid. Keep cutting out. All I hear is you saying Mandingo on repeat. It's the storms, bro. All right, look. I'm going to go ahead and call it a night. So here's the deal. I don't know if you guys can actually hear me or not. I know our storms are making things kind of iffy. It was apparently hailing earlier. Chuck, give me a minute. I'll try to come up there. I don't know if it can work to do anything. May not. But the kombucha mushroom people, just send a message if you're gonna. Okay, I'll try. But yeah, I don't know, man. I don't mean to get on these rants about weird racism and stuff. I just don't understand why everybody's hateful. Like it confuses me. I watch everybody do this stuff, and I just sit back and I'm like, why apologize for doing a good thing, bro? Like, you brought joy to people's lives being a poo. Everybody loved you for it, but you're apologizing for it because PC culture makes you scared that you're going to lose future jobs. And then, we went into the other racism stuff. It just gets weird, and I just don't understand why I just don't get it. I don't get the world we live in, guys. So anyway, thanks for hanging out with me and bullshitting with me. And I'm so sorry. I never doodle enough. I never paint enough. I just talk. It's not looking too shabby. She's looking all right. She's looking all right. Anyway, thanks, guys. I'll try to do it again ASAP. You know, soon, hopefully. Not leave it for 3 or 4 days. It's just, again, kind of had some things on my mind, and you know, but I highly appreciate everybody. Thank you as always, and I'll see you guys later. So, peace out.